It's our first full day at New Orleans. Yesterday I didn't really vlog much, but we're in our hotel room. Nothing special. I'm about to turn 13 in 3 more days. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. I got my braids done. Sorry if I'm not talking too loud. It's because I'm trying not to, but we're gonna go somewhere. I'm just gonna vlog the whole trip. This should be fun. I was gonna vlog. Okay. Let me start over. I remember talking about the Hawaii vlog back in May, and it's currently August. I lied about that. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't get to edit like I wanted to. So yeah. Hopefully we can do that now. Yeah, that's all I can really say right now. I just finished school. I'm on online school, so I just finished. So we're gonna go somewhere now. Bye bye. Okay, so currently we're in a gift shop. This is a gift shop. We're about to go on a swamp ride. Say hi, Genesis.
Hi, Genesis.
Disgusting. These are my parents. They say hi.
What's up?
Ew. Mom, say hi. Hi.
Nostalgia. Look at the gator.
Y'all are some weirdos. That's the ice cream my mom was trying to get.
You don't want a gator pop?
Who
Gator
wants a gator
jerky?
Have fun, Beck. I will.
Ew.
Are you something?
Hey, I have 11 boys. I was married for 33 years. I have 14 uncles. I have seen it all.
I didn't know you caught me though, right in the midst. What y'all call it?
Dirt.
Dirt. They try to get dirt on me.
You're not trying to get dirt on you?
You do?
Yeah. Well, I surf back home. It's either great whites or
What's your hair?
gators.
This is how far my sister's hair goes. Right there to her
I had some
back.
guys in from Portland, and I said, we were talking. I said, well, you know where Klamath Falls is? And he goes, yeah. I said, well, I fell through there. Top, and he goes, you're still living.
What? Ew.
God must have had a
It's legs. Oh, it's feet, not its legs.
It's like Noah.
This is bag.
This is what Princess Tiana's dad ate. Looks burnt though.
This is bag. We down here in Louisiana, about to get on the swamp tour, you feel me? See
Ew.
these gators, baby, because we don't never stay at home.
Why? Back up.
And I walked around for 2 weeks. I didn't
Don't
We
back
ain't never
up,
stay at home.
sir.
We always gone.
Oh, yeah. I didn't go to the doctor.
Do stuff like this, though, you feel me? That breed.
Ew.
You spread up, you can hang with it.
You nasty, bro. I can't. My mom's face. Mama. Mama's face.
Y'all have fun.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi. Bye. Cool.
Picture.
Look,
Wow.
look at that.
They're just getting ready. Oh, whoa.
Let it go around, see. Don't look beyond that boat.
There's where we about to go.
They
Right
made
there.
Swamp suit.
Oh, you guys are right there.
That's the swamp lady.
We're about to go.
All up in your videos.
Weirdo.
Dancing with a sparkly suit on.
Hi. Ew.
What's up?
I'm in my gator clothes. I'm in my gator clothes.
Y'all are weirdos. Jen, I don't know why you're just sitting there doing nothing.
That's her
Just
usual.
sitting there doing nothing.
Get me on that, boo. Yeah, we about to go to the gator line.
Ew.
Do some gator stuff.
Weirdos.
Yeah, I went to Purdue. All right. Small world.
Where it is. Where you live in Houston now? My daughter. She lives in Chicago.
Oh, that's where we're from originally. We moved to Carmel from Naperville, Illinois.
That's hilarious.
Hey, Morgan.
Oh my god!
Right here, baby.
Right here?
If you're afraid to get wet, run for it.
Little bitty body parts right here. There's a time and a place for everything. I'm gonna try to bring some of y'all back.
We're living in the house. That's your face. Even the dog.
Something happened today. We need them life jackets. They're behind the house. Okay, my adult life jackets are underneath the center seats. Children's life jackets are forward underneath the outside. I'd like to welcome y'all aboard to this Louisiana tour company. My name is Reggie, and I'm going to try to learn you folks a little something here about the waterways, people that live around here. Then we're going to move back into the swamps, and we're going to learn a little something about the swamps and the animals that reside now the Intracoastal Waterway. It's a man-made canal. To the right of me, it runs all the way to Matador Bay, Mexico. To the left of me, all the way to Florida. And there's a different section that heads up to New Jersey. They dug this here waterway in the 1940s, and when he dug the Intracoastal, he captured many bayous, dug through many landmasses. The waterway up ahead of me is Bayou Barataria. It used to run out to the left of me where it started off with the Mississippi River, but they captured that section. Today, Bayou Barataria starts at the point of this island, runs in the southeast direction for about 27 miles. Will take you into the Gulf of Mexico, and that's where the large shrimp boats get in and out of this here port. Now, it's okay for people to get up, move around, take pictures. I need you to be seated, I'm going to let you know. Chances are you're sitting on the wrong side of the boat. Sooner or later, be a little flexible. The cemetery here to the left of me, it dates back to the 1700s. Known to moderate man. I got a great grandmother buried in this cemetery. You notice the newer graves there on top of the ground, the older ones are buried in the ground. We learned during the hurricane, we get them tidal surges. And the caskets come popping out the ground. You build it a little bit higher, it just might not happen. A friend of mine, he buried his grandmother 3 times. She said she'd come back and haunt him. 3rd time, they drove holes in the casket. That solved that problem. What's more amazing about the cemetery is not the modern grave, but the hill in the middle of the cemetery. This hill is an Indian burial mound. Archaeologists dug down on the inside of that mound, and by the tools and the weapons they found, they carbon dated 500 AD. Hank Williams Sr., he wrote 2 songs sitting on this mound. He wrote "I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry" and "Jambalaya." He used to come around here doing the big events, the Blessing of the Fleet and the Pirogue races. A Pirogue is made like a canoe, except it got a flat bottom on it. You paddle in deep water, in real shallow water, you stand up and you push forward. You can travel at 1 to 2 inches of water with no problem.
Yeah, that's the airboat.
Really?
Years ago, we used to have a bunch of plantations down here. The Burton plantation was one of our biggest, at least the most talked about. And these plantations did fairly good before the Civil War. After the Civil War, slaves were freed, and they never had the labor force for planting, harvesting the crops. So they wound up selling bits and pieces of land. Finally, when modern machinery came along, they never had enough land left. The Flemish family bought the last remaining acres to the Burton plantation in 1910. And today they own from the cemetery behind us. The up ahead of us where the airboats are parked at. You used to be able to see the plantation home from the bayou side, but so much vegetation you can't even get a glimpse of it. Movies such as Mandingo and Hard Target were filmed on the plantation land. Inside the plantation home there was segments to interview with a vampire film. It's closed to the public. They do open it up for special occasions, but it's by invitation only.
Oh, look at that.
We've got 3 communities from around here. Behind me where we left from is Ground Point. To the left of me is the town of Lafitte. And to the right of me is the word Baratarian refers to the pirate. See, Lafitte, his followers were called his Baratarian. Definition, the word Baratarian means dishonest seaman. I'm a Baratarian. People around here, a lot of them still make their living on the water, catching shrimp, fish, crabs, oysters. And we work the petroleum industry, oil and gas. Then boats down the bayou with aluminum frame with the webbing in them. These boats are used to catch shrimp on the inshore waters. And the type of net they use these days is what's called the base skimmer. You swing that frame out to the side. You lower it down into the water. It's like pushing two big scoop nets. In the daytime, shrimp buries itself into the bottom. So you lower your nets all the way down to the bottom, and there's a chain that passes across and they're called the tickle chain. When the shrimp hear that chain coming, they jump off the bottom, and before they know what's going on, the net scoops them up. At night, shrimp come to the top of the water to move location, working their way to the Gulf of Mexico. So you lift your nets up about a foot out the water. If not, the shrimp just jump right over your nets. And when it comes time for catching shrimp, we have two seasons. Our first season starts off about May 15th, lasts until the month of July. It's for brown shrimp. August 15th to the first of the year is the white shrimp season. You go into the Gulf of Mexico, you get these shrimp year-round in the month of February, March, April. It's a little slow out in the Gulf. Shrimp are few and far between. I used to work on a shrimp boat when I first got out of high school. Federal regulations and a couple bad years, and I got out of shrimping. That's when the federal government come out with TEDs, turtle exclusion devices. And a lot of people ain't really difference between a white shrimp and a brown shrimp. Brown shrimp, they're kind of brown in color. They look tougher. That's your gumbo shrimp, stuff you cook up in the gravy. White shrimp, the shell is clear in color. Shrimp kind of a lightish gray, a little more tender. That's your frying and your grilling shrimp. And some people don't even notice the difference. A shrimp to shrimp, right? It all depends on what you're cooking. But back when I was working on a shrimp boat, the biggest thing to me is that white shrimp will worth $1 more a pound for the same size shrimp.
Oh, Jen, what's your shoes?
Old dock here to the left of us with the tie around the bottom, that's the Vandy's old dock. That's what we used to sell fur animals and alligators. We hunt alligators in the month of September. It's a 30-day season. I'm going to cover that alligator hunt later on in the tour. But Vandy still buys the alligators. They have a dock down in Lafitte they use these days. The trainer gave us 180 miles an hour sustained winds. Gusts to 240, no title surge. Rita came along 30 days later and gave us a 6-foot title surge. In 08, we had Gustav and Ike. Hurricane Ike gave us a 7-foot title surge. 2012, the year Hurricane Sandy hit, we had Hurricane Isaac. Hurricane force wind for 36 hours. The wind came down, the water came up, another 7-foot tidal surge. A 7-foot tidal surge gave me a foot of water in my house. Me and my dad, we lifted things up, we saved a lot of things. I know people that had 5 times. I consider myself lucky, only a foot of water.
Yes, very great times.
All the land around here was built part of a delta building process of the Mississippi River. back thousands of years ago in the mighty Mississippi would overflow her banks every spring. And when she overflowed her banks, she would leave silt deposits. These silt deposits were creating these islands. In the early 1900s, they built levees to protect the waters from the spring flood. And when they built the levees, they took away our silt deposits, they gave us erosion. We lived in 1 acre of land every 6 minutes, averaging 25 square miles of wetlands in a year's time. What we do to protect our land, we put up the solid concrete, the wooden walls, at least put up the big rocks. It's back in the swamps that we're losing the most of our wetlands. But Katrina and Rita, that was in 05, they estimated 215 square miles of wetlands gone in 1 year. I'll tell you what, a cemetery's at one time erosion was so bad, you can actually see the caskets from the bayou side. The Corps of Engineers added the land, then they put the big rocks to protect it. 56% of all the wetlands in the world are gone. It's not just one of our problems, it's a worldwide problem. Them tall trees up ahead to the left, dark green with the grays hanging in them. These trees are live oaks. And live oaks are green year-round except for the month of March. In the month of March, they lose the old leaves and they grow to new leaves. And the roots of the live oaks, they go down till they hit the water table. And they'll spread outward, cover a large area of the ground. All the old cages and the plantations, they built among these live oaks years ago. It's where the high land used to be. The grayish stuff you see hanging in the trees is Spanish moss. It's an air plant from the Ediphyte family, the same as the pineapple of a million. It's like moisture from the air, dust from the air that makes its own food. They grow in a living tree, a dead tree. You even see it growing on the power lines. And the way it gets from tree to tree is by the wings of a bird or by the wind. Now, if something's actually killing the tree, it's not the Spanish moss. It can be a parasite in the Spanish moss, so a lot of times it's just the erosion weakening the root system, causing it to die. Early cages used to harvest that Spanish moss. They would soak it in water for 3 to 4 weeks to kill it, hang it on their fence, and they let it dry, and they get dried cured Spanish moss. Made a good stuffing material for mattress. Average depth about 6 feet. Being brackish water means we have some type of salt content. You take the Gulf of Mexico, the salt content is like 15 parts per 1,000. Up in here we get as high as 7 parts per 1,000. And then sometimes of the year we get a lot of northwest wind, a lot of rain, and that salt content can drop down to 0. So we can get fresh and saltwater fish. Types of saltwater fish are like redfish, speckled trout, sheephead, drum, flounders. Freshwater, there's perch, sockeye, largemouth bass, several different GAR. It's got the snout similar to an alligator's, but the body and the tail of a fish. This fish gets to be 10 feet long. I've heard of them 350 pounds. Now we're going to pass them around. Watch out for them teeth. You grab them wrong, you get you a free blood test. No extra charge. And we do eat the ball, and you pat it down, make a little patty out of it, you deep fry it.
Oh, that looks weird.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, it's on video.
After Katrina, they re-drilled the well. They put a gas lifter in it, but it would inject natural gas underneath the crude oil. As the natural gas would bubble up, the crude oil would come up with it. In this case here, it would burn off the natural gas, throw the crude oil in the tank, and once a month you come on here to collect the crude oil. As an alligator out. They ain't see, he see me here. They ain't see come here. He see. They ain't see. You see an alligator in the water, the way you judge the size is from the tip of the snout to the eyes. Every inch is snout like a foot of the alligator. It's something